What's up, world? This is Yuri, aka GainsFinder. Welcome back to the episode number 4 of my blog. And today we're talking about one of the most important, one of the most relevant, one of the most talked about topics out there: weight loss. Now, you already know how many people in the world trying to lose weight day in and day out. This is a huge topic of discussion among fitness community, wellness community, and just people worldwide in general. So, where do we even start with weight loss? Well, I believe that exercise is not even the most important thing when it comes to weight loss. Just my opinion, but I will explain why. You see, weight loss is more than just exercise. Weight loss is a body process that requires many different pieces of puzzles to come together. And when that happens, your body slowly but surely starts getting rid of that extra weight. Now, what are these processes? In my opinion, some of the most important things when it comes to weight loss are nutrition, sleep and recovery, and stress management. And of course, exercise and movement also going to be on that list. But as I mentioned, it's not the most important one. Why? Well, let's talk about it. Nutrition. If the calorie count is off, the math is not going to add up. It's that simple. In order for us to lose weight, we need to be able to consume less calories and able to exert more calories. So think of it as creating a caloric deficit. That's a good way to put it. Essentially, burning and getting rid of more calories that we bring in. Now, in reality, it's not that you're going to burn 1,500 calories and eat 1,200 calories. That's not how it's going to work. So when we say caloric deficit, that means caloric deficit in comparison to your current homeostasis, right? So if you're currently eating, let's say 1,200 calories per day. Now it's a very long number, so it's a hypothetical number. Let's bump it up. Let's say you're eating 2,000 calories a day. Then in order to lose weight, that number will have to go down. Now, depending on how fast you want to lose weight and the exact amount of weight you want to lose, that number will vary, right? But the point is, you're going to have to reduce that number from 2,000 to, let's say, again, maybe 1,700 or 1,600. Remember, these are just hypothetical numbers, okay? So that's number one. It's a numbers game. Number two, it's also important to realize how nutrition affects your body. There are certain foods that might cause sensitivities. There are certain foods that are not going to be digested as easily as other foods. All these things need to be taken into consideration when we talk about nutrition. There's also a great deal of psychological attachment to certain foods. And when there is a psychological attachment to foods, that creates impactful reactions, I would say, physical reactions for your body. So this is another consideration that we need to keep in mind. One of the best things, in my opinion, is to get together with a registered dietitian, develop a plan, your individual plan, and stick to this plan. Now, I do not believe in diets, and the reason I don't believe in diets, because diets are a very rapid, very extreme change for your body, and your body does not like extreme change. When it comes to weight loss, many individuals, many of my clients in the past that I worked with would come to me and say, I need to lose weight within 6 months. And what happens? So my first question, what happens after the 6 months, right? If you don't lose the weight within 6 months, what happens? It doesn't mean you fail, you still improving. So, I think a lot of us still have this mindset that it needs to be done within that time. It's do or die type of approach. And that's really not a sustainable thing. Your body, my question actually to a lot of those individuals in the past, well, how long did it take you to gain that weight? And oftentimes answer is, well, maybe a year, maybe 2, maybe even more. So why are we trying to lose weight so rapidly in comparison how long it actually took us to get this weight? Our body is smart. Our body wants to be in homeostasis. Our body is slow to adapt, relatively speaking, right? Change does not happen overnight. Long story short, that is the reason I don't believe in diets, because diets, many of them established, focused on quick results, and quick results are not sustainable. Number 2, sleep and recovery. If you're not sleeping, just forget about it. Plain and simple. If you're not recovering right and you're not sleeping, it's just not going to happen. I hate to break it down to you like that, but it's just the way it is. We have to understand that all major hormonal changes occur in our deep sleep. In order for us to even get to our deep sleep state, our body needs to be relaxed, and our body needs to be able to get the appropriate amount of sleep. So for some people, maybe 7 hours, for some people, maybe 8 hours, for some people, it's maybe 9 hours, but it needs to be good quality of sleep. Now, it's not so much, it isn't about duration alone. It's about duration and quality. And for everyone, it would be a little bit different. So one of the things that really helped me to wrap my mind around it is, do I feel rested? Can't talk today. Do I feel rested when I wake up in the morning? Do I feel energized? If the answer is yes, I feel pretty confident in saying that I've had a good night's sleep. That it also has to do with time you're going to actually go to bed. If you're a night owl like myself, chances are the quality of sleep might be diminished. So we have to find this happy medium. Recovery, I combine it with good night's sleep, but recovery is also just one of the most important things. And when I say recovery, I mean being able to fully recover after each workout, being able to feel energized and feel that you can take on the next workout without any problems. If you feel soreness all the time, constantly battling, that painful sensation in your body, that is not a good thing. That means that something is not up to par, maybe not enough recovery, or too much exercise and too intense of exercise. You must be able to recover in order to continue this sustainable workout regimen. Next, stress. Not just stress management. Stress management is also so underestimated, so underutilized. We're not talking enough about stress management, but the reason I'm bringing it up is because a stress hormone, cortisol, will actually prevent us from losing weight. There's something happens on a hormonal level to where cortisol does not allow your body to process your hormones appropriately and allow for your body to lose weight. And that would be directly impacted. Your body will be directly impacted if you continue to stress out on a daily basis, if you have very serious stressors, or if you're just reacting continuously, in that fight or flight type of mode to things. So really it's kind of catch-22, but Sometimes we can't help but stress, right? Because we have these different stresses in our life, but we have got to find a way to mitigate those stresses or to utilize our mind to make them not as significant in our life in order for us to lose weight successfully. We need to be able to diminish the role of this cortisol hormone in our body. All right. And then next thing, once these things are calibrated, exercise will come in. And this is where we can shine. This is where we can work out and we can feel amazing. As far as the exercise is concerned, my conviction, my belief is that combination of cardio and strength, meaning resistance exercise, is the best thing you can do for weight loss. What we're trying to do, we're trying to spark our metabolism. So if we're doing resistance exercises, this actually will increase our metabolism. When our metabolism is increased, we can burn more calories at rest. But also cardio type of exercise will allow our body to move and actually burn calories throughout our sessions, which we want as well. So you have so many amazing options as to how to combine both of these options. You don't have to just go around on a treadmill. In fact, if you do, it's probably not the best in my opinion, because you over time, if you're just running all the time or just doing elliptical, you're only going to burn muscle mass, right? You will have cardio benefits, but you also will burn muscle mass. So we want both. We want to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? We want to be able to engage our muscles. We want to make them active. We want to spark those muscles, right? Which will create this metabolism spark. At the same time, we want to be able to have some sort of cardio component in our workouts. So ideally, things like, there's a lot of options, but high interval training, high intensity interval training would be a good one. Obviously weightlifting would be a good one. Kettlebells would be amazing. Circuit training, amazing. Even doing bodyweight exercises that we're doing in our live classes, by the way, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Instagram, GainsFinder. Shameless plug. Even bodyweight exercises are a great asset to be able to address both your cardio and your strength exercises. And the way we conduct those exercises, we work against gravity. We use very light resistance like book bags and different tools around the house, and we sometimes turn up the intensity. So we play with intensity, with range of motion, to create different type of resistance and to really impact the cardio system. So both are working in unison, cardio and strength. Next is patience. Perhaps the most underrated factor in all of this. I mentioned already that people usually treat weight loss goals as a short-term project, whereas it should be treated as a long-term sustainable project and something that we can do for the rest of our lives. Meaning not lose weight for the rest of our lives, but be active for the rest of our lives. And if we're active for the rest of our lives, we will be fit. We will not need to worry about gaining weight the same way again. Don't believe me? Try it. I dare you. Try it. Patience is the king. Because truth be told, a lot of us are not patient. We want quick results. We want everything right now. We want instant gratification. But what we really need to be focusing on, are we improving? Are we going upward? Are we actually losing a little bit of weight, even if we're not hitting this goal within 6 months, right? Are we trending up? If the answer is yes, continue. Please don't stop. Be patient. Continue. And continue to modify, continue to perfect all other aspects of the lifestyle, of your lifestyle that we talked about today. All right? It is a long road. Things do not happen overnight, but I promise you, if you stick with it, you will not regret it. You can only win if you continue this journey. I hope this information was helpful to you. As always, I encourage you to reach out. I encourage you to comment. I encourage you to connect so we can continue this debate, so we continue this talk in order to benefit someone, to bring value to individuals who are looking for this information. Much love and respect to all of you. Have a wonderful day. Be well and never stop learning, my friends.